All right. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Rouser World live stream. Let me just zoom down just a little bit here. Make sure my paper is like right in there, right in that nice, the sweet spot. So today, I woke up this morning and man, what do you know? Lo and behold, hold on, guys. My TikTok was working this morning, so I didn't have to set up two cameras in order to do this. So that is super awesome this morning. I can't tell you how grateful I truly am for that. Thank you so much, TikTok. All right, let me see here. All right, so let's go ahead and get started today, guys. What are we going to be doing today? What we got cooking today? All right, guys, so we got about 4 caricatures on deck today. I got Zendaya. I got Bad Bunny. I got Crawford from the Canelo fight, right? We're going to be doing that. And then we have Canelo. Okay, so we're going to be trying 4 different caricatures. Also, keep in mind, requests are available. If you guys would like to make requests or whatever, you can let me know that. But for right now, let's go ahead and get started. And we always want to start, guys, by sharpening up our pencil really good. I don't have one. I usually have one of those other pencil sharpeners with the. Oh, here it is. Here, I have one right here. Let's go ahead and sharpen up real quick. All right, make ourselves ready. Okay. All right. Now we're going to start with Zendaya. So we got some pictures of her here. I just want to find one that I like a lot. I think. Wow. Let's see here. She's wow, very pretty. She kind of reminds me of my daughter a little bit. Let me see. Oh, look at that. That's a nice drawing. That's a nice picture of her. We got a bunch of ones. We got one with her hair up, one with the hair down. Let me see. I think I like this one right here. This one right here is pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and save that image real quick. So I'm going to save it. And we're going to go ahead and open that picture up here. And there we have it. So we got a nice big picture of her. So this is what we're going to be drawing today, guys. So what kind of head shape do I see here? I'm going to use for this head shape. I'm just going to do a really quick little sketch of her how I want the features to lie. Other than that, guys, I really don't need anything else. I just kind of look at her where this goes, and I'm just going to kind of do a little shape like this. Okay, so let's go ahead, guys, and we will get into it. So we're going to start with our basic features. Okay, so we're going to go around the face. Okay. Right, and then we're just going to go ahead and put our little neck shape here. All right, that looks good. So if in case you're following, I'm going to let you go ahead and follow right here. Hey, what's going on, DU Creations? How are you today? All right. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. Let's go ahead and do this shape here. So we're going to do something like this for our hair, all right, and inside and out. And then we're going to do something like this, right? So now we got the whole total inside of the shape right there, okay? Let's see if we can do some hair here. So we're going to try to keep this as simple as possible. All right, so I'm going to draw one shape here. She got some curls in the front here. So we're just going to make this one big, long, curly shape here. All right. And then from behind that, we'll make some lighter curls. I'm not going to be able to get all of her hair in there, but I should be able to get enough to make it look pretty satisfactory. Let's go ahead and put this ear shape in here. Okay. And then we're going to put the back side of her hair. So I would say this is the first shape I want to make here before I go into this shape here, which would be my big curls all the way to the back. So I try to keep a nice big open shape like this. This way, this way it's very, very, very readable. You don't want a lot of too many shapes in there, okay? Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to my, let me see. I guess I could go to my nose shape or eyebrow shape. I go to eyebrows. All right, let's do that. Eyebrow shape here. Eyebrow shape there, right? And then we're just going to go ahead and kind of pencil them in a bit. Okay? All right, now let's get that nose shape in there. So somewhere about here. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my mouth shape here. So I'm gonna do something like this. Let me see. You know what? Oh. Yeah, that's interesting. That's something I never saw before. All right, let's do this here. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do our eye shapes here. Okay, nice little circles right there for us. Okay. Not too bad for my first caricature of the day, right? All right. So My first ones are going to seem. I'm doing them pretty simply here. I like the way it looks. It just looks like maybe her eyes are too big on this one. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Let me see. We'll see in a minute, won't we? All right, all right, all right. Let me see here. Now let's do let's go ahead and get our eraser. Hold on, let me get my eraser. I'm just going to erase out these guidelines here. I think this one still came out pretty darn good. I mean, even though the features are a little bit like bigger, like her eyes are bigger than what I wanted them to be. But something that I saw while I was drawing was pretty cool. And I was able to get away with. So it's always good when an experiment works out for the best. Right? Let's see what this one kind of looks like. Right? I don't know. All right. So now this is just my first take. So I'm gonna try this one again. This is my first drawing of the day. I like it, but I feel like I could have did it a little differently. Let me see here. Let's try it again. Okay, let me see here. Now let's try it with no guidelines. I can't do guidelines that well. All right, here we go. Okay, this one's, I can feel it already. Anytime I get a guideline on the paper, I don't know what it is about me and guidelines. Right, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Do-do. Do-do-do. Yeah. I think this one's pretty cool too. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Both of them kind of look like her to me. I think this one does. Now that I look back at it, I think this one does kind of look like her. So. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Something like that. Something like that, right? Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad at first. It's just it takes me a few drawings to get warmed up. You see, guys, even me, even the guy that teaches the characters, sometimes I royally mess it up, right? It's okay. You just keep going, and you try to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what. Let's go ahead and go to. I'm gonna go to this one here with Canelo. And so, because that's really where I meant to start. I think I'm gonna just revisit this one at the end. But let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find one with Canelo on there. Wait a minute. Let me see. Do 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 do. All right. Let's see here. Let's go with Canelo. Canelo, right? Camelo, Canelo. Oh, Canelo. Here he is. Okay, images. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see which one do we want to get here. All of these ones right here, he looks pretty mad. You see, I don't want him mad. I want something that where he's kind of smiling a little bit. That was pretty cool. Let me see. I seem like I like that picture right there. Something about that picture that really kind of shows his his fighting prowess. So let's go ahead and see what that one looks like. Where you at, Canelo? Ah, here we go. Yeah, see that one? That's a good picture of Canelo right there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll revisit it. Okay. All right. So let's see here, Canelo. So we're gonna do something like this. Canelo has a very square jawline. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use I'm gonna use this shape here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Somewhere around there. Right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and try it out here. So we'll go with the bottom jawline here. Okay. Then we'll go to our ear shapes. Then we have this other ear shape here. Then we'll put our neck shape to kind of go back here like this. Okay. All right. Now let's see here. Let's do our forehead shape. So we're going to just kind of bring it out like this. Come around. And we're going to put this shape in the front here like this. Okay. All right. And then once we put the shape in the front, we come to our side shape. And then we got a little bit of over the top shape. Okay. And then we come with our back shape here. And then our other shape over here. To kind of square the head out just a little bit. Okay. All right, so now we got a good head shape there. That's a good head shape. Now, let me see here. Let's go to our, I want to make sure my mic is over. Let's go to our brow shape. So we're going to do an expression here. So we're going to express it. Boom. Right? And then we're going to do something like this. Boom. So this is kind of what he's doing over here. Okay. All right. Now let's do we can do our eye shapes here if we want. So we can do something like this. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm starting to feel warmed up now. Okay. Then we're going to go to our nose shape here. So I'm going to do something like this. Okay. And then I'm going to do something like this. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to do something like this here. Okay. Oh yeah. Now I'm starting to feel it now. I'm starting to get a little warmed up. Let's put some muscles back here. I think he got like a tattoo or something right here. We'll just write a tattoo on his neck, right? Okay. Now we're gonna do our neck shape and possibly something with the brows here. All right. All right. So I think that's a really good picture right there. I don't think there's anything else I could do to that. So what I'm gonna do, that looks exactly like how I wanted it to come out. That first picture I drew, I just needed to warm up. I'm telling you, it always happens, especially when I'm drawing really pretty, really good-looking people. I don't like to start off with a good-looking person. So if I'm at work, somebody sit down and they're too good-looking, I'll be like, look, I got to draw you second, okay? Because you're too good-looking. Can't handle it. It's too much. All right, let's see here. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Mr. Canelo. We're going to be doing Mr. Crawford next. All right. Keep in mind, guys, you can make requests if you like. I don't mind doing the request, though. Tips are appreciated. Thank you so much. Let me, in fact, after we finish this, we'll go ahead and give you guys all the info you need. Just in case, you want to show some love. All right. Oh man, I'm really feeling this one. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the hair and I'm going to use a crayon here. So this will be really quick. And after we visit these other guys, we'll come back and we'll get into Zendaya again, okay? Because I felt like I didn't do very well on that one, and I'm not afraid to admit these things. All right? We can't be afraid to admit when we have been we're in utter failure mode, right? Super failure mode, and it's not done. All right. Okay, so that is a round. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Do creation. Are you on TikTok or are you on? I think you're on. Are you on TikTok or are you on are you on YouTube? Okay, there we go. So there we go. Now we got our Canelo. Let's go ahead. We signed it up. Let you guys take a look at that. Okay. I think we did a good job on it. I think it's okay. I'm going to pat myself on the back. Okay. And then we're going to go to our next drawing. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get it. You're on YouTube. Okay. So go ahead. You can send, if you'd like, you can send a picture into, you can go to our Facebook and send the picture as a, just share the picture on the messenger. Go to Rouser World on Facebook. Here, let me get you. Just go to here. Let me put it here. Rouser. You're already on Rouser World. Just go to Rouser World on Facebook. It's going to say Rouser World Caricatures. Or you can send it by Gmail. Exactly. So you can send it to you can send it to rouserworld@yahoo.com. Okay. So when you send your picture there, I'll pull it up and then we'll see what we can get done for you. Okay. So we did our first picture of Canelo. So also, guys, don't forget, if you want to take classes, I do one-on-one classes. So you can take a class with me at rouserworld.com/classes. If you want to learn caricature, I believe I'm the guy that can teach you. I believe in having a positive attitude. So I like to meet you. I like to get to know you, right? I like to show you how to draw some caricatures, right? Okay, you make a little money on the side, right? Also, guys, if you want to really step up your game, all of my teaching tutorials, all of those teaching things are going to be on my Patreon page. So I do have a Patreon page where I have extensive video collections about caricature, not just caricature, but also some things about life. You know what I mean? I consider myself a bit of a creative, right? So I use Patreon as a creative outlet. So you'll get to see a lot of other things that I do, how I practice, when I practice, what practice looks like when my kids are trying to like wrestle with me while I'm trying to practice, all those kind of things. And then I'll explain to you how my grandkids and my kids are the same age, right? Okay. Yeah. Now, also, guys, tips are appreciated. If you are benefiting from the stream, just think it's fun or whatever you're learning. Tips are appreciated. You can tip at $Rouser World. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay. DU Creation. ¿Tú hablas en español? ¿Es español? ¿Tú hablas español? Yo puedo hablar en leer. So tú puedes, si tú quieres hacer pues, ¿cómo se dice? Request. ¿Cómo se dice? Request. No sé la palabra de esto. Pero tú quieres preguntarme de dibujarte. If you speak Spanish, I'm not sure. Okay, but if you want, you can put the Spanish up there. I got you. All right, so let's go ahead, guys, and get back into it. So our next drawing is going to be of Crawford. Oh, Sinhala language. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I wish I did speak it. I don't know how to speak that. Okay, let me see. All right, let me see. I gotta step my game up. All right, so we got what's his name? We got Crawford. Okay. So Crawford, Terence Crawford. All right, here he is. All right, so Terence Crawford. Let's see here. Let's get him. Let's find us a picture of him right there. This looks like a Terence. This looks like a nice clear picture. This one right here, he's smiling, right? But I like that profile picture right there. That picture right there does him justice. So I'm gonna use that picture right there. Okay, hold on. So just send it as a messenger on any one of the social media apps. I'm not sure if TikTok actually has, TikTok or YouTube has the ability to share photos or anything like that. If you have Instagram, you can also try Instagram. Browse the world at Instagram. All right, so here we go. So this is Terence Crawford. So we're going to put his picture up there next. All right. All right, here we go, guys. So I'm going to start like, let me see. You know what? I want this shape here. I want 1, 2. Why is this so? Okay, there we go. 2. Why is this? What's happening here? 2, 3. Oh, coffee cup for sure. Would anyone like a cup of coffee? Come holler at me. All right, here we go, guys. So let me see what I can do here. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, now we're going to do our forehead shape here. I think I want to top bottom like this. Then I'm going to do like this. Boom. That outside of it. Yeah. that. And we're going to do the braids here. All right, some super duper braids. All right, so we're just going to get them out here like this. It's like he got a spider on his head, doesn't it? Like a little spider, right? That's what I was thinking about when I drew that, a spider. And then he got his the braids here. Yes. And we got some back here. Yeah. And then we got, I guess one over here. Looks like a really long one, but kind of thin. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got pretty much our head shape down right there, right? So let's go ahead and do our features, okay? So let's see. Let's make this let's make this reasonable and secure. All right. So watch this. I'm just gonna go through right, right. We're gonna sit those right on the line, right there, and then we got this one's right here. Right. There we go. And then we got our in relation to our center line. So we got that nose shape, right? And then we got our mouth shape here. So what I'm gonna do here, okay, let's not think too much about this. Okay. Make him have a little bit of a smile there. All right, with his teeth. Dang. All right. All right, like that, something like that. And then we'll do a little mustache shape here. Okay, yeah. I think that one works. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let's go to... let's do the eye shapes here. So let's do something like this here. Ha! Nailed it. Right. I ain't even got to do nothing. I'm not going to do nothing complicated. Just like that. And then I just do this here. All right, now let's go ahead and see if we can shadow in this beard. Okay. Oh, what you got? I wonder if I'm missing. Hold on a second. Give me a sec here, guys. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I didn't see none of my comments on here. Okay. Hold on. Okay. What's going on, guys, on TikTok? I thought that when they multi-stream, it was going to show me both at the same time. It was only showing me YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and answer some of you guys. So Firefly, hold on. Let me go back. First of all, who anybody else? Let me see. Followed. Okay, how long did it take you to develop this style? Yogi. It took me many years. I've been drawing caricatures for about 20 years. So that's how long it took me to kind of do this, to get this style down. I have a very graffiti-ish type style. So I don't like to get out of too far outside of the box. You get what I'm saying? So I like to keep my person kind of a cartoon at them versus a super exaggeration. I don't know how you can do that, but how can you memorize all kinds of noses, etc., and just let it? Well, how do I memorize these? I'm gonna tell you what. I think you ought to take a class with me, Firefly, because there's no way that I can explain this, but I can just tell you this, that I know that no matter what I'm looking at, there's a simple explanation for it. And it usually is one of the shapes, one of the very basic shapes that circle, square, diamond, something like that. And then it's really all about spacing. So I don't remember anything more than basic shapes. Everything that I draw here looks like a shape to me. In fact, if you look at the shape of this head, right, it was a very specific shape that I used to draw this head. Again, go over to Patreon, check out my Patreon videos. I have a lot of stuff over there that you can learn from Firefly. Appreciate you. TikTok, good to see you. Awesome, awesome. Okay, both languages. Okay, Firefly. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody answered. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Oh, thank you, Artes Garabato. Artes Garabato. Oh, okay. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now let's go ahead, guys, and we're going to finish just kind of shadowing this drawing in. So, let me do that just really quickly here. Keep this over here so we don't know when it's getting close. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just do like this here. Got to put those shadows in there. I like to play those contrasts a lot. The contrasts will make your drawing look off the chain. You know, and you gotta have it on the chain. All right. So here we're gonna use some dots, some spots and dots for our braids, right? So I just kind of do like this on my braids, and then I just make shapes underneath them to fill in the gaps. But I don't connect them all, so it still should look like noticeably as braids when I do this, right? Another way I could have did it was with crayon underneath, which I don't know how well that will work out. Let's see. Let's just try it, because maybe it might not be as dark. Yeah, that'll work. And then I can still see my braids in between there. That'll work. Okay, now we're going to do some shadows real quick, okay? All right, so you have a request. Solicitude? Is that a person? I'm sorry. Let me know. I'm not sure if that's a. Is that a musician? Who is that? Firefly? All right, let's get these shadows in here. So he has darks. He has a lot of darks in his face. So we're gonna need these here, these little spaces, just to kind of get them hooked in there, right? See? Let's do some real simple shading, right? Just kind of give them some contour, right? When you do black and white drawings, you can really use these grays. Do a lot of stuff, right? Okay. Yeah. So as I'm going here, you'll see I'm getting a little bit more warmed up, right? And now what we can do here, we can put some, let's put some boxing gloves or something here. Let's see. Put a boxing glove over here. Got a boxing glove over here. All right, boom. Right, what kind of glove is that? We need a bigger part on the top of that, right? There we go, like that. And then we could just shadow this part in here so you can see that that's the thumb, right? Okay, right. And then we got, let's see, we got food. And then just coming out here like that, right? Then coming down. And then his arm is coming down here, right? And the back, let's see back here. I ain't got no more paper left on there. So the back here, what I could do is do like a little, tell you what we'll do. We'll do a little boxing ring back here, right? So this is the boxing ring. That's the little owl that he walks down. And then here goes the ropes on the boxing ring. This is the little cloth on the bottom. And over here is Canelo was waiting on him in the corner over there. right? Get over here and stop taking pictures. If I kick your behind. Wait a minute, man. Can you get this? Can you get my good side? This is what I look like before the fight, right? Yeah. All right. Okay. And so let me see here. Who else I got on this list right here? So I got Canelo. I did Crawford. I'm going to go ahead. Let me put Crawford right here. So this is Crawford, right? We did Canelo. We did Crawford. Okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, so, yeah, all right, let me see here. All right, so, and then over here, I'll tell you who we got over here. Let's see if you can figure out who this is. I'm going to draw him real small. Hold up. Let me see. You see? Because he's going to face this madman next. His boxing glove. All right, who y'all think that is back there? Who that look like? Who is that? Whoever, tell me who that is. Somebody know who that is? All right, do you give up? Do you give up? Let me give you a clue. Let me give you a clue. Hey, Crawford, you need to stop it, Crawford. You need to get in there. You need to handle your business, Crawford. Yeah. I know one thing. Yeah. Well, but one thing that Mike Tyson taught me. Yeah. All right. Mike Tyson is back there. Mike Tyson is in the house. Right. He's in the house. That's his boxing glove right there. He's just looking over there. He's just okay. All right. Let me see here. So let's go to our next one. And I got y'all request. Let me write these requests down. You guys got Kai. Who is that? Kai. Hold up. So we got Canelo and we got Crawford, right? Look at him. Canelo's like, look at that dude over there. Taking pictures. Fight over here, right? Okay. All right. All right. So let's go to, hey, thank you, Mill Ray. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right. All right. So who we got next? Let's go here to, we got, look like we got Bad Bunny up next. And then we're going to do Zendaya. And then I got these requests here. So let's go to Bad Bunny. Okay, images. Let's see here. What we got for Bad Bunny here? I don't know what he looks like here recently. So what if we put 2025. Okay, ooh, looky, Bad Bunny. Okay. I'm so drawing this. This is another picture that he did. This is Bad Bunny tribute to Puerto Rico. That's a cool picture too. Which one do y'all like better? Do you like this? Wait, do you like this picture right here? Wait, let me see if I can save that. Let me see. All right, let's get it. Bad Bunny. You guys know what the music. Bad Bunny. What do you call a bunny who steals carrots? He's a bad bunny because he steals carrots. Right? Nothing worse than an old guy trying to be young, right? All right. Anyway, let me see here. Let's take a look at Bad Bunny. Let's dissect his face part by part, piece by piece. Was wondering, have you ever drawn Selena? Of course I've drawn Selena. In fact, I have a caricature I drew of Selena that was like, it's huge. It's a canvas, like it's taller than me. It's bigger than me. I drew it before. I had to show you guys a picture of that. But yeah, maybe we can even try to put something like that down. All right, look, this is the shape I want right here. 1, 2. I think we got a good. I want a pretty long milkshake here. Bad Bunny seems to have a thin face. I like that. It's a thin face, right? Something like that. That's what I want right there. That's about where I want him. That's the sweet spot right there, right? And Heather, I'm shouting out to Heather. She's a new student of mine. I want you to pay attention to what we talked about in class today. Okay? We're using codes. And notice what I'm doing so you can, like, copy me. You better be practicing, too. All right, here we go. Hey, what's going on, Leah? What's up? Fist bump. I mean, is it? Okay. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do it. So let's get these ears in here. Bad Bunny has some. He has bunny ears, I guess. Let me see here. Oh, we got a little earring here. Boom. And then watch this here. Boom, like that. Just like that. Just like that. Now watch this. What's that? Now watch this here. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go out here and we're going to get some curls. Right? And then we're going to go over the top. Curl it up like that, right? You never seen Bad Bunny. He gonna hire me as his personal barber when he see this haircut right here. He gonna be like, man, right? See that right there? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. How can I be part of that class? Oh, you face my canvas. Are you practicing? Oh, you were here. You were here. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be talking about you like that. Okay. Look, classes. Let me show you what I got, guys. All right. So, I got some, hold up. Wait, I got 3 papers I got to show you. Okay, paper number 1 is my classes. Okay, look, I'm going to take class with me. You go to this website right here. Okay. And when you go there, you, just book whatever date, time that you want. I'm pretty flexible about times. And in fact, I think I got a class today at 8:30 at night. Okay. I don't know. Okay. But usually that's not my, you know what I'm saying? But I just started just kind of because of we've been getting a lot more requests for the classes. And I think it's just because of the swell guy that I am. Yeah. My modesty is something that I'm always commended for. So thank you for paying a tribute to me, because it's all about me. I'm messing with you. All right. Now, so if you want a class, you can go to that class. Also, you can check out our Patreon page. This is all the information for Patreon. If I know I meant to send this out to you, Heather, so if you want to... All right, so you can check it out at Patreon. This is our fan support page. Also, if you really want to step your game up, right? Okay. You can go to our Patreon. I have an extensive library of videos that I've made up to teach caricature artists how to draw a caricature. So some of the videos there will be drawing. Some of them will be behind the scenes things. I talk about the struggles, the things that go on, the money side of caricature, the relating to people side of it, all the questions that you have about caricature. You want to go over there. I think that you'll be fulfilled by that. And it's just a small investment for your future, right? Okay. Then also we have here tips. So today, if you feel like you are benefiting from what I'm showing you today, don't be like that, man. Don't be like that. Just go ahead on and tip a brother. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. Tips are you can do at Cash App, $Rouser World, rouser like. All right, so get happy. Okay. All right. So anyway, did that give you all the information? I'm extremely great, but don't know much about pencils and money side. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take care of you though. Whatever questions that you have, Leah, I'll make sure that we take care of you, okay? All right, let's go ahead to the rest of this drawing here. So now we're going to go ahead out here. And we're going to put this hair out here. Okay? And then we got, I'm going to put his neck over here. It'll be a long neck, right? Put his necklace right here. Why is he looking at people like, I'm a bad bunny? I'm a super bad bunny. Put me in a cage. Don't let me run around. Take away my carrots. Because I'm a bad bunny. Right? What's going on with me? It's supposed to be this coffee I'm drinking. I feel kind of crunk today. All right, so let's get his features in here. So let's see where I'm going to start here. You know what? Ha! There it is. Now these eyebrows are going to go beneath that brow line and very close to the eye line. So watch. See, I don't got to do nothing but this right here. They're so close, I could just connect them to the eyebrows, right? They do like this right here. Yeah, Bad Bunny. Come on, man. That's Bad Bunny right there. Okay? That's what I call my one. People's fun side. I'm sure, yeah. Well, I'm sure, Leah, I'm just going to tell you, your modesty is on the same level as mine. It's all in check. We're great. We're good. Everybody else got it messed up, right? No, are you going to end the live? No, not yet. I'm not ending the live till about after I do word of the day. So the stream will be over at about 10:50, which is we got 10:30. So I'm gonna have about 20 minutes here about left to finish my stream. So here, let's do my let me see here. I'm gonna do this here. All right, and we're gonna come here. Yes. All right, there we go. That's that nose right there. That's Bad Bunny's nose, right? And then we're gonna do something like, oh man, let me see. Yes. Yes. Okay. This is Bad Bunny's yeah. And then let's darken this part of the money. Okay, and then let's do this. Okay, and then let's do this here. All right, let me see here. Okay. And I think, let me see. Yeah, that's it. I might have been able to get away with leaving those out, but I put them in there anyway. Okay. Hey, thanks, Mill Ray and not Mill. Oh, man, I got some flowers and I got some kind of dolphin. I don't know what, but thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Man, somebody sent me some. Hey, about time. It's about time that somebody sent me some of them dolphins, man. Yeah. Okay, so we got Bad Bunny here, right? It's a terrible bunny, right? Yep. So let's do some shadows, guys. You ready to do some shadows? All right, let's turn up the music so we can put that shadow. Let's go with it. Right? All right. Vamos. All right. Bad Bunny. Okay, let's do this here. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me go over here and see what's going on with this. All right, let's do this hair real quick. All right. What is that? Oh, I don't know. All right, let me see. So, watch this hair here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Watch this. Yes, yes. Okay. All right, so we got this is bad. To Bad Bunny. All right. Bad Bunny. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Thank you, man. I appreciate your meal, right? So watch this. We could just he's a bad bunny, right? I don't know. Okay, I'll edit that part out. All right. Thank you, Leah. Awesome, man. All right, so look, who else we got here? We got Bad Bunny. And now we're gonna do we're gonna revisit Zendaya. Okay, so we're gonna go back to her picture, the one that y'all remember the one I jacked up in the beginning of the picture, in the beginning of this whole fiasco. I really, really messed up. And for that, I'm gonna tell you, man, I apologize. 1, 2, 3. Was it this one? Let me see if this is her. Ah, this is her. Okay, so let's do it. Are you guys ready? Let's do it. We got Canelo, right? Got Bad Bunny, right? I got 20 cats. Wait a minute. I'm allergic to cats. Can I have dogs instead? I like 20 dogs. All right. Let me see here. Now look here, guys. I know that y'all probably hear my kids screaming in the background because they don't care that I'm live streaming. And so if you hear my little one, he's 2. He's 2 years. I'm 52 years old with a 2-year-old son. Oh my goodness. And I'm gonna tell you what I didn't do. I didn't think about this before I did it. I didn't think about it. 1, 2, 3. She got like a really, I'm gonna go a little bit bigger on her forehead, but this is the sweet spot right here, right there. I think that's it. Very little chin shape right there, very little. So I think, and this is my feature line. I'm just saying, Heather. I'm just saying. There's feature lines in here. All right. Okay. There we go. Let's go, guys. You ready? Boom. 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 Right? Now watch. Let's see if we can get this right. The only thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all that hair in here because she has a lot of hair. That's because I'm using a smaller piece of paper and I'm more concerned about the face of... Yes. Awesome. Do 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 do. The squiggly motion. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now, it seems to me that I have gotten my act together. Right? To be or not to be is the question, right? Okay. All right. Let me see here. Now, I got everything that I need inside. I got the head shape down. The only point is now once we go on the inside, we got to see what she look like on the inside. Let's see here. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to do this right here. Done. Done. Oh, crap. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see here. Yes, yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 There we go. Nice eyelashes. Yes. And little eyes. The little eyes. Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's bad at all. You know what? Because she could have came out a lot worse than that. I'm telling you that now. But to say this was a 5-second, 5-minute sketch, we good. Okay. Oh, I put too many lashes. Well, I'm gonna tell you now with lashes. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, see right here? I should have just stayed with it. Like, there we go. Oh, there. All right. Okay, there we go. Then we put these ones down here. Okay, boom. And then we come back up here. And let's just do our eyebrows here. Okay. She got a little bit of a dimple. Now let's put some makeup on it, right? You need a caricature of yourself, doesn't everybody? Yeah, I appreciate you guys blessing me on with the stickers and stuff, man. Thank you. Man, you just man, you know what? Considering these are the most stickers I've gotten in the last month, thank you so much. All right. Okay. There we go. Yes. Okay. Remember, not too much detail is the key. Now, let me get my crayon out here. So I got my crayon. I wish it was sharpened a little bit more. You know what? I might be able to. I think I got a sharpener here. No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Hold on, guys. Give me a minute here. I'm just doing some sharpening here. But while I'm sharpening, I'll tell you how I got started doing this. I remember I was in San Antonio, Texas. I was at the Riverwalk, and I saw a caricaturist in action. All right. I sat back and I observed all of his secrets. Then I stole them for myself. And I became the most diabolical. Now I'm just messing with you. But now I saw him do it, and then I just got inspired. And I went home because I could always draw. I was looking for what direction I wanted my life to go in, to be honest with you. It was a really, was I going to keep doing these jobs that I hated for the rest of my life? Yeah. And I was like, so I got inspired by that guy, and I went to the art store, and I bought some markers, and I went back to the Riverwalk the very next day, and I put a sign next to me and I sat on the stairs, and I said caricatures, and I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I'm telling you, I got to show you guys some of and that's what I'll do on my next stream. I'm going to take you guys, I'm going to give you a blast from the past. I'm going to show you just how bad I used to be when you make, oh, no, please come back, Leah. Yes, don't do that. I need friends. I ain't got no friends in my life. All right, look at that. So we can just do some little curls here. Yes. All right. So guys, check it out. This one was actually my last picture. Okay. I'm going to be chopping this up and putting it up in sections here on my channel, on the channel, so you'll be able to check those out. So let's go back down memory lane. What we did today, we did 4 caricatures. We did 2 mess ups of Zendaya, right? And you're the first. Oh wow, that's awesome! Did it? I was the first person on the app. Wow. Did you start with markers or pencil? What do you, Melissa? I'm trying to figure that out. What do you mean? Like, did I start with markers or pencil? Like this drawing, or do I generally start with markers or pencil? Because generally, I don't use pencils at work. I just use I usually just go with what my marker is. So I'll get a scaffolding of a blueprint. And I'm just, over time, you just learn how to use those blueprints in your head. Again, those are all on my Patreon page. Or if you want to take a class with me, you can check those out. And I'll be happy to give you guys the game. Oh, you remember that one, Mo, the Samuel Jackson? All right. And markers that I recommend, guys. I recommend it. I use 2 markers. I either use these Sharpies, right? A chisel tip and a regular tip. That's all you'll need. And then I'll have a gray marker of some kind. Or you can use Crayola markers, which is good. Oh, thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate you. All right. Awesome. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down memory lane again with you. And then after that, guys, we're going to change up the flow a little bit. I'm going to be doing a word of the day. And so the word of the day, if you've never been to my stream before, is when, I share a word from the scripture with you. Okay. And then we leave because we want to be encouraged. Drawing, I always say, is more about inward than what's outward. So don't forget, guys, to share the stream if you really enjoyed it today, to share. So we have Zendaya, we had Canelo, right? We did Mr. Crawford, right? So we get Crawford from the fight they just had, and then of course we did Bad Bunny, okay? Bad Bunny, Bunny with the ears, okay? So real quick, guys, I want you to give me a moment here as I change up my music a bit here. So let me go to my music, and then we're going to change it up just a bit. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right. So we're going to okay, this is a repeat all. This is a okay. So reshuffling. Okay, so guys, I want to again, I want to thank you so much for coming out to the stream. It was super awesome to have you guys. I'll be doing more. I do these streams twice a week. I have two regular English streams, and then I've also decided that I wanted to embark on a Spanish stream. So I do two Spanish streams, and my Spanish streams are on Mondays and on Thursdays at 10 o'clock a.m. I'll be putting it in the description box. I just need to update all my videos. I've just been real busy. I hadn't had a chance to do it. But you can just go ahead and write this down. Every Monday, every Tuesday, and every Saturday for the English streams. And I start generally at 9:30 in the morning. And I usually stream for about an hour and 15 minutes. That's the stream that you're on now. On Mondays and Thursdays, it's going to be at 10 o'clock stream, and it's going to be Spanish speaking only, and I'm going to be doing the same thing, except I'm going to be hablando en español. Okay, I'm going to speak in Spanish so that my Spanish learners can also benefit from what we are doing here, which is unlocking our creativity by the use of very simple things. We're learning to pay attention to our surroundings and all things like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into our word of the day. So let me just go to my pages right here. Let me go to my page. Okay. This is one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible. It's in the book of Psalms. I don't know why this is just where it is telling me to go again. I like to read this one, but it's really awesome. So let's go back here to the book of Psalms. No, is it Psalms or Proverbs? I know I got it outlined here. Hold up. Psalms. Hold on, I'm almost there. There we go. Where are you at? Oh, was it Isaiah? Oh, no, it's Isaiah. Here it is. Here I go. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. We're going to go over to the book of Isaiah. This is one of my favorite verses in the Bible. One thing about the Bible that's very cool, guys, is that when you read, you could read something 10 times and the next time you get a different revelation from it, which I thought is very awesome. And I imagine that's why they call it the living word, because when something is alive, it's constantly moving and adapting and changing to the climate and that you're in and applying itself in that situation. So it's very good. So let's go ahead, guys, and we're going to read this out of Isaiah 55 and 10. It's called the invitation to the Lord's salvation. Okay, so this is something that I read that made one of the scriptures that I read that was monumental and me giving my life to Christ and becoming a Christian. Because one thing I had liked about it was it was very straightforward and it made me ask questions about like why I was doing things. Sometimes we can just go through life like in caricature. We could be going through and drawing things, right? But we can never take away the analytical part of drawing. Sometimes students will want to be in the class and they'll want me to give them a magic pill that covers everything. And I said there's no such thing as going past the practice. You have to be able to observe and still be able to make decisions in the face of that adversity. And so that's what this particular scripture made me think about. It made me ask questions. And I'm sure as I go through, you'll probably be able to relate what I'm talking about. Okay. So first thing it says here is in verse 1, it says, "Is anyone thirsty? Come and drink, even if you have no money. Come take your choice of wine or milk. It's all free." So first of all, what that meant to me was at my age, and actually I gave my life to Christ many years ago, but at the age I was at, I got to a point in my life where I started asking questions about purpose. Like, why am I here? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? I know that I was created, and I know that common sense that when somebody creates something, they create things for reasons, right? And so I wanted to know what that was for me. I was doing a lot of shallow things, like, you know, just how can I put it? Like, I was operating in a very basic nature, eat, sleep, you know, go to work, come back home, don't connect with people. And then I just had a lot of internal issues going on, a lot of stress issues, a lot of dealing with my past, things that happened to me that I just never really healed from, that I was carrying around with me. And when I read this again, it made me go back into that. So I was thirsty. I was thirsty in the form of I wanted something to drink that was I wanted more. I wanted those questions answered. I was thirsty for answers about life for myself. So it says here, why spend your money? In verse 2, it says, why spend your money on food that does not give you strength? Why pay for food that does you no good? It says, listen to me, and you will eat what is good, and you will enjoy the finest foods. Now, if you listen to that scripture, man, it's very powerful. It was very powerful for me because it asked me, okay, why, in other words, why am I investing into something that's not going to give me any type of return, any type of positive return? Does that make sense? Why am I consuming this alcohol? Why am I consuming these drugs? Why am I consuming this pornography? Why am I consuming sleeping around, like wanting to sleep with every person that looks good, that had a nice body or whatever? You want to sleep, all of these different things, and I'm talking from a man, but I feel like the human experience is that we all can relate to what I mean. Why are we doing these things? So oftentimes it's because we're trying to fill this hole because we're thirsty. We really want water, but we're walking around and we're eating ice cream. And if you're a parent, you know that when you eat ice cream, right? Yes. If you're a parent, when you eat ice cream, well, you get thirsty. And so water is one of the things that can help you to, it's a thing you need, but you're drinking what's not going to replenish your body. Then it says, when you listen, you will eat what is good. So a lot of the times when I get in situations, especially when your emotions are high, you don't know what you want to do. So sometimes if you're mad, you'll just do whatever mad people do. If you're sad, you'll do whatever sad people do in that situation because you're programmed to think like that. But sometimes our eyes can't really see everything that's going on. And so we wind up just doing something that we regret for the rest of our life. Whether it's something that we said or did, we wind up making choices that have like devastating effects on the rest of our life. And like I said, this is just something that happened to me. So it says here, and I'm almost finished, it says, come to me with your ears wide open and listen and you will find life. Okay, so the scripture is basically just a way to tell us how to behave ourselves. It's not a means for us to go around and be beating people up over what they are and what they aren't doing, because first of all, we have to realize that every single person on this planet is doing something they ain't got no business. Okay, so when I share this, I always share with it from the standpoint of humility. This is what God has done for me. Okay, and then because he's done that for me and I care about you guys, then I go out and and I share that with other people. Okay. It says, I will make an everlasting covenant with you. I will give you all the unfailing love I promised to David. See how I used him to display my power amongst the people. I made him a leader among nations. And it says also, you will command nations you do not know, and people unknown to you will come running to obey. Because I, the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, have made you glorious. So he's talking about me. I feel this message, I always personalize it. So he's saying that no matter how messed up my life was before, I can redeem that. I'm going to forgive that. You'll no longer be held accountable for that. And that where we're going to, I'm going to place a lot more responsibility on you. That's why when I come to this stream, I don't really care about his promise to me. He's delivered me from a lot of the the addictions and things that I had. He made me a better father. I'm a better husband. I'm just a better everything all the way around human being because of what God has done and how he's changed my heart. Okay. So in that, I've had relationships healed, people that I've never known or talked to in my life coming to me to want to talk about and open up. More people want to share with me, so I'm able to minister and help with those people because I come to them from a point of being humble. It's not about me trying to talk down on you or what you're doing. We're just having a conversation, and it's no different than me telling you, you know what? You come to me and say, I got a cold. And then you say, well, what did you take for your cold? And I'll say, well, I took this medicine. And you'll say, well, this person took that medicine, right? And the reason that I'm going to share my medicine with you is because my medicine worked for me. I can't give you any other information that I don't have. I could just tell you that this is what I've done and this is what worked for me. As with cartoons and drawing, I share with my students the things that have worked for me. And one of the first things that worked for me, it wasn't learning how to draw on the paper. It was learning how to clear my mind and stop being so worrisome and thinking about what everybody else thinks about you all the time. Okay. So in the end here, it says, seek the Lord while you can find him, right? Call on him while he is near, and let the wicked banish their ways and banish every thought of wrongdoing. Let them turn to the Lord, that he may have mercy on them. Yes, turn to our God, for he will forgive generously. This right here encouraged me to seek God, because you don't know when life is going to be over. Recently, we just had a horrible event that happened in the United States, an assassination and things of this nature. And while I'm not here to talk about the individuals the individuals involved in the situation, we're talking about circumstance. This man was 30 something years old. The other young man was another young man. So both two lives thrown away, but neither one of them knew. They said, call on while he is near. And you don't have, I understood that this made me act with urgency. It means that I don't have all day to get it right. That means I don't have all day to start enjoying my family. I don't have all day to start enjoying my life. I don't have all day to have joy, because tomorrow joy might never come. You might be mad about something today, right? And then be dead tomorrow. You might be, I'm saying? You might be mad at something right now, right? Because of this, but then tomorrow you lose your ability to see, right? You might be going through something today, and then the next thing you know, you lose a loved one tomorrow. So we got to be grateful for when things are going right, and praying even when things are right, so that when things go wrong, because they will, that you can have some peace of mind and still be able to continue on. Okay. So in the end, it says, my thoughts are nothing like your thoughts. So when it comes to the scripture and what I think, this is how I dealt with that, is I was a type of person, I was very scientific in the way I thought. So it was very hard for me to accept God at first, because I was a type of person that needed to see how everything worked. Almost like I needed God to come down and stand in front of me in some kind of human form or whatever, and say to me who he was and tell me what his intentions were. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of how I was. And then the scriptures, that my heart was changed, and I saw this. I saw that God is nothing. He don't think nothing like us. We think about the law of gravity and thermodynamics, and we think of all these laws that have nothing to do with God. Those things are like toys to him. Like literally, like how I tell my son, when I want him to sit down, I'll give him a toy. I'll say, here, something this simple. I can say, here, son, play with that right there. And he'll sit there and he'll just be doing this for an hour, right? Playing with this toy. Well, God said, all right, I'll tell you what, guys. Here is a toy for you so you can sit down. Here is time. Play with time for a minute. So we're sitting around. What time is it? Right? Flavor Flav, he had a big watch on. He got a clock with time on it. We just became infatuated time. We made up a clock. We made up a system. We designed our entire existence off of a toy that God gave us to play with. And then we think sometimes that God is bound by the toy that he gave us. You get what I'm saying? Like this toy, God has to say, God is now because he made time, he must be subject to time, and he's not. So he don't think anything like us. What he's telling us is what's good for the collective body of believers. What's good for us. It says here, we eat what is good. And then it says, my ways are far beyond anything you can imagine. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than yours, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. In other words, I can't put God in my little brain. My brain is not big enough to know everything that God knows. But I do know this. I know that every time I've applied the scripture to anything that I do, that's how I became the teacher. I learned from the best. I learned from God's word how to present information to people. What do I need to do? Because the Bible clearly tells me, so a man thinketh, so is he. It says, be ye transformed by the renewing of the mind, right? So if I can touch your mind, I can make you see. And how do you touch minds? We relate to each other. We relate through experiences. We relate to things. All of these things are very important. And this is just the way that God wants us to learn. So, guys, that's our word of the day. Today, it's just about, I wanted to share with you a scripture that helped me to ask the important questions about my life. Outside of everybody, outside of my family and my kids and everything, what is my purpose in this whole thing? And at the end of the day, if you want me to sum this up, you can only find your purpose. Let me tell you this, and then we'll get out of here. You can only find your purpose through what you do for other people. What you do for others is, and with love, right, is where you'll find your purpose. To give you an example, a woman was in a car accident with her child. Child gets pinned beneath the car. Mother gets out of the car. She loves her child. She doesn't want to see him hurt. She picks that car up off her child, turns that car over and grabs her child out. A little woman. She had no idea she was capable of that. She just knew that her child was in trouble. And so that motherly instinct kicked in, the loving instinct of a mother. And she was able to get superhuman strength to do something that she normally couldn't do. This is the picture that God wanted me to see. That if I could take Rouse the World and not make it about me or the views or whatever, he said, don't worry about that. I'll take care of your day-to-day needs. Whose hearts I just need you to go out and make disciples. Okay? And I need you to do it in love. And if you do everything you do in love, do it for your kids. When you don't want to do it anyway. I don't want to go take my daughter to, she has a youth camp, for the Christian youth camp at our church. It's a little drive from here, so I got to take her there every day. I got to go to Sunday. I get out of church. I'll come home for a little bit, get ready. I don't feel like doing nothing on Sunday, but my daughter has her Bible thing. If I want the results out of my daughter that I want out of my daughter, if I want to turn her into the human being that God wants her to be, and if I want to elevate myself, I got to say, you know what? I don't want to take her, but suck it up. Buttercup, that doesn't mean nothing. Get up and go take her. You get what I'm saying? We can't have the things that we need until we're willing to get outside of our shell and stop living in our feelings about what everything's supposed to be at. Okay? So that is, again, the word of the day, guys. I want to, again, thank you so much for coming out to the stream and supporting me the way you have. I can't tell you how grateful I am. I don't deserve, like, anything that's happening in my life right now. The awesomeness if you just knew my story, and as you go on Patreon, guys, you'll be able to see some more of my story. I've been through a lot of different things in my life, and and now knowing the word and knowing and having that personal relationship with God, I see why he allowed things to happen in my life that he allowed, and why he said no to some things that I really wanted in my life. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for all you guys. And, I hope we can draw again soon together. Again, don't forget, guys, that my streams are on Mondays and Mondays and Thursday. If you're Spanish speaking, you want to learn Spanish, we want to learn caricature, and then we also have our Tuesday and Saturday stream if you are prefer more or you're more comfortable with English. Okay, so guys, I think that's all I have for you for today. I'm sorry I went a few minutes over. I do hope that you enjoyed, and then I'll be seeing you guys in our next live stream. Thank you, Leah. I appreciate you so much. You be blessed today. You guys have a great one now. I'll see you next time.